Hey everyone, I'm John Tracy and welcome to another episode of The Voice Guru. You know, when you work in the arts and you're an artist, and especially when you're a singer, you're sometimes victims of a lot of criticism and comments from people, whether you know them, whether they're close to you or not. So you should kind of be ready for something like that whenever you engage in any activity that involves other people with you. So this video is applicable not only to singers and artists, but also to everyone else. No matter what profession you do, you will always be a victim of criticism. Now here's the thing, there are several ways you can take criticism. In this episode, I will show you all the positive things you can do from actually accepting all the comments and suggestions and criticisms that people around you will tell you constantly to remind you how fabulous you are. Before we start, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Voice Guru channel. So one of the best things you could do when you're getting criticisms, actually one of the best things about receiving criticisms, is actually knowing that people are jealous of you. So this is like a confirmation for you to kind of realize and notice that perhaps why people are giving me such attitude and such bad advice is because they're actually jealous. So take that as a good thing. So sometimes criticism is actually a compliment. So when people are constantly telling you to change or not to do this on stage or not to sing like that, sometimes it's because they want to lower you down to their level so that you wouldn't shine more than they do. To be honest, you should just be yourself, accept the criticism from them, but take it to your own advantage to know that this is the person who thinks he's a competition to me, but actually you're so much better than that and you know it. The second good thing about getting criticism from people is to be able to assess yourself. So sometimes criticism is an honest criticism for your own good, whether it's your coach, your prof, your manager, your best friends, etc. Sometimes they will give you a little bit of feedback, even though it's not something you want to hear, just for your own sake, because they care for you, etc. Criticism can come in any form. It could be like a small compliment followed by a "but I think that," etc. Or it could be just straightforward, where people will really tell you what they think. I'm usually someone who is very honest, so I usually say what I think. It doesn't please everyone, but you know, they say always be honest, and then, you know, they get back at you because you were honest. So, you know, figure it out. If someone whom you trust is giving you advice, take it and work on it. Assess yourself, question yourself, analyze, and see how you can improve. So the criticism here is for your own good, for improvement. Following the same idea, there are two other things I want to talk about in this episode. So first one is actually realizing who are the people you care for and who care for you. And second, realizing who are the people you want to get rid of and remove from your life. So the people who are jealous, etc., play the game. If they are useful to you in some way or another, it's fine to play the game as well. But eventually these are people you cannot trust in certain things. But it really depends. It's up to you to figure it out. You will always be surrounded by people like that. So it's always good to know how to protect yourself, how to defend yourself, but also how to remain friendly with everyone. And I mentioned this in another episode as well, if you want to check it out. And the people who care for you, these are important people around you that you need to keep and you need to invest in and take care of. Because when they are honest in such a way that they care for you, you really want to be surrounded with people like that who are positive, who care for you, and who will tell you their honest opinion about things, whether you're doing a good job or not. And you need to take it for your own good. This isn't applicable only to music and to singers and musicians. It applies to everything else, because whether you're working on stage with people or you work in an office, it's going to be the same thing. Some people are going to hate you because you're way too good, you're better than them, you're shining more than they are, and they want to hurt you in some way or another. Sometimes they stab you in the back, but it's really up to you to know how to get back on your feet and to show the world that you don't care really because all this parasite they're creating, all this chaos around you and noise is only disturbing them. It's not disturbing you. This is how you win. And this is how you win the trust of the rest of the team you're working with, by showing that you are above all these things. And no matter what happens around you, it's not going to distract you from being the best and always being able to do all the things that you love, and by being true to yourself. What happens in a lot of cases is that we are very harsh with ourselves. Singers are usually very self-aware, so we're self-conscious of who we are, what we do, and what we look like on stage. So a little small criticism or comment can really destroy our mental world in a split second. This is the big issue about receiving feedback and not getting the feedback that we were expecting or that we want to hear. But at the same time, this is how you evolve. This is how you learn new things. And it's up to you to measure whether the criticism you're getting or the feedback is a positive thing for you, is instructive, or its purpose is to just create damage for you. As long as you know you are improving, criticism is just criticism. It's people talk. It's small talk a lot of times. It's just people trying to make conversation because they want to get closer to you. So whether it's good criticism or bad, it's up to you to not destroy yourself. Don't forget that no one can take you away from you, which means that even when you're getting noise and chaos, it doesn't mean you have to break. You don't break. You take it into consideration, you analyze it, and you see if it's something that you want to use in real life, if you want to work on, etc. But don't make it a bullet, meaning don't make the criticism a bullet where it would like kill you. On the contrary, be bulletproof. But try to absorb something from all those things that you're hearing around you. And don't forget that no one can take you away from you. Stay tuned for more weekly videos. I release them usually on Fridays, but I also release videos on Tuesdays most of the weeks as well. So subscribe to this channel, find me on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook, and check out my blog, johnthevoiceguru.com. I'm John Tracy, and thank you all for watching.